This case study is about Rohingya refugees. There were around 40,000 Rohingya refugees in India who entered into India illegally. As an ethics case study, you have to deal with the case study in a different way. First thing, part A is consider the legal, humanitarian and ethical issues involved in the case. Consider the legal, humanitarian, ethical issues involved in the case. In India, we don't have proper asylum law or refugee law. We follow ad hocism. Ad hocism means temporarily, on each occasion we follow. But we don't have proper domestic law on this. And it is against humanitarian gesture, at the same time against international law, immediately to send back the refugees who were persecuted in their hometown, in their homeland. So why they have come to India? They have come to India to some other country because their home is very, very bad. They were persecuted there. No refugee leaves their house unless their house become a mouth of a shark. Mouth of a shark. So they have come out with in a compelling conditions. So we don't have domestic law. We started following ad hocism. We don't have proper refugee law in this issue. That is a legal issue. And humanitarian issue is, so if you send them back, they will face persecution. And one important thing is, there is a golden principle in ethics which relies in all religions, which reflects in all religious texts. Don't do it to others what you expect that they should not do it to you. Do unto others what you expect that they should not do it to you. That means, don't do to Rohingyas if you are in the same condition if they send you back. So step into the shoes of others, empathize with them. Empathize with them. Don't do it to others what you expect that they should not do it to you. And India as an Annapurna has a credential till date of hosting myriad of refugees from various conditions, from various places. Jewish refugees, Chakma refugees, Tibetan refugees, Tamilian refugees. India hosts everyone. But why, with respect to Rohingya refugees, India have taken a different stand? And coming to this, second part of the question, B, what is national interest? What is national interest? Should there be a value-based foreign policy when the world is increasingly becoming pragmatic? Machiavelli said, if the interest of your motherland is at stake, there is no such thing called good or bad, right or wrong, just or unjust. You can follow any course of action that will further the interest of your nation. When your national interest comes into picture, national interest is a priority. The government's contention is that Rohingyas who have illegally come into India, some of them are following militant activities, they are becoming anti-social elements, they are causing a serious threat to national interest of India. So here comes national interest, security, economy and geopolitics. Security, economy and geopolitics. National interest versus rights of refugees. India as a responsible neighbor. India is a responsible neighbor. And after all, Myanmar is our bordering country. We have to respect it. Common good of humanity. So, you should not be a jingoist. Rabindranath Tagore told, I am a patriot, but I am a universal citizen. Just because some people are outside our borders, that does not mean that they don't have right to life in India. According to Article 21, all persons have right to life. If they come with distress, it is our duty to help them. And value-based foreign policy. See, in foreign policy, there are two doctrines, idealism, realism. Idealism in the sense, peaceful, human rights protection, helping others, all these things. But helping others should not be at our own cost, at our own national interest. So, definitely we should help others, definitely we should respect the human rights of Rohingyas. At the same time, our national interest should also be balanced. And here comes Atithi Devo Bhava. Atithi Devo Bhava. Atithi means we have in our epics, Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Atithi Devo Bhava. The guest is like a god. Guest is temporary. Guest comes temporarily. Guest is peaceful. Guest will not create a threat. But if the guest becomes threat, then we cannot host the guest. We cannot host the guest. So guest should not carry some militant activities, or if you have the capacity to host one guest, you cannot host 10 guests. In the same way, guest carrying capacity, socio-economic problems in the country, all these things are also important. So the answer is, India as a responsible neighbor should find a solution for the Rohingya issue rather than temporarily reporting from India. That is the issue. Okay, next case study.